Hey, this is Michelle. I'm the main developer of Guetzli, which is a file-based web CMS. Today, I'd like to show you just how Guetzli can be used to edit a website that you run somewhere on your own web server. And you can do all this just in the web, just like you use that with WordPress or any of the web CMS that you have used before. The thing is, what you're going to use is a Git web interface that allows you to edit a Git repository directly on the web. And so this is a little bit more, how can I say, it's more bare-handed. So don't expect all the comfort that you get from a CMS like WordPress. But the thing is, it's all file-based, so it's very easy to copy stuff around, back up, and export it to something else, because you can always just do a file copy. So there are two options how to do this on the web right now. One option is GitHub, and the other option is GitLab. Today I'd like to show you how to do it in GitLab. Create a user in GitLab by going on sign in, and just create it here in this box called new user. And you can also use Google, Twitter, GitHub accounts to basically share the account and to automatically get a new login. I'm going to log in with my own user here, and I want to show you how to edit something in the Guetzli repository. So in your case, what you would do is you find this repository. It's called Guetzli, Guetzli. Just type this in the search and you will find it. And now you can fork this project and make it your own, so that you can go and edit it. Then you should set up your server to run this website based on Guetzli. You can find the link on how to do this in the description and to your right. So now that we have set up this website to show immediately what we have in our GitLab repository, let me show you how to edit something. So first of all, on the right here, what you see is the current state as we have it. It's a very, very basic kind of website. It has two languages, English and German. For English, there are these 4 menu entries. For German, there are also 4, but different ones. And maybe you will notice that there is this strange "I'm a template" text. That's just basically a hello world text that comes from the template.html. And the site that I have loaded here is the basic example. Here you would create your own subdirectory under site, which is also shown in the setup description. And then you probably make a copy of basic example, and then you can start from there. So let's say I'm not happy with this text here, I'm a template. I would just go to the template.html, and now you see it open in GitLab. I can edit it by going here, and here you see the HTML code. Let me just delete this text. Then you have to type a commit message in GitLab. That's mandatory. and you can always just directly commit to master branch, but you can also set it up to use a different branch on what you're showing on your website. So when I commit now, I can go here and the text has been removed, and now the topmost thing I see is the menu. Okay, that's a little bit better. So maybe let's say I want to upload a picture. I go to Design, Static, Images, and now this folder is empty. But let me create the file, plus upload file. I have something here. You can do all this just from the web interface, as you can see. And now I have this file under images/test2.jpg. So let's say I want to use this in a blog post. So where do I find blog posts? It's under my site, content, posts. Now I have to choose the post type, which in this case is blog. Let's say I want to change an English post. Maybe the latest one that someone has edited, which is by John Smith. So what I have to do now is basically create a link to this image. I can do this by editing. I should be able to see the new linked image in my first post. Yes, I do. I can click on it, it opens like that. I can also link to something else, of course, by changing the href in the A tag. And I should be able to see the image as well in the blog overview. So that's all fine. But let's say I want to create a new blog post, and this new blog post is not published yet. So what I do, because if I create something in the English folder, it would be published immediately. So that means as soon as I commit, I would see it here in the blog overview, which maybe I don't want. So what I've done is I've created a draft subdirectory under blog. You can also create directories in GitLab with this new directory function here. You can name it anything you like, but the interesting thing is it's not a language. So, and if it's not an active language under the blog directory, it will not be shown under your blog template directory, but you have to, if you want to see it, you have to enter it in the URL yourself. So what I'm going to do now, in order to keep consistency between my posts in the formatting and everything, is I want to go and copy one post as an example. So I go here, I open any post that has already been published, I just copy its text, and then I go back to the draft folder, create a new file, can copy my text and give it a new file name. I tend to use the language that I want to publish in as the first part of my draft. And it will actually autocomplete, so it's actually easy to follow a consistent file naming by just seeing what it completes to. And so now I see, okay, I have my tags set up. I have author, date, particle, and publishing date as an italic below my title. Maybe you will have a different setup. And now I can just write my blog post. I'm the second draft. And again, I write the commit message here, commit it. And now I can go see this post as an example. The best is to basically open one of the blog posts that exist already and change the URL so it matches what I did. So here, instead of using EN as the language, I use draft, which is my little hackish way of doing unpublished work. And now I just have to change the file name, which is enmmu draft2. And now I see my post. And of course, every time you change something here, you just reload and then you see how everything works. Now, what you might notice here is that it will show something strange as author date, particle, and publishing date. That's because I didn't follow the normal published kind of file name scheme, which would be first the date, then the short name, and then a title, which is not shown here. So basically, for the date particle, it's missing the correct language. For the author, it's missing something from the file name, and also for the publishing date. So if I change the file name later on to the scheme that I already use in the English subdirectory, it will automatically work. But you can also go and change pages. So right now we can see that we have 4 pages in the menu for English. And let's see how we can change this. So I go to the content subdirectory directly under my site. And let's have a look at config.json. Config.json is the setup of all your stuff on your page. And you see here pages by language, which has these 4 entries for English. So if you want to do something else, like create a new page, you just edit this and add a new entry here. Let's call this my new page. And then you have to give the file name of this page, which has to exist under English, which it will soon. So I choose 007 new page. I like to use numbers as the first part of my file name, such that it is ordered already in the same way as in the menu in the overview for the subdirectory. So it gives me a little bit more visual assistance. And when I commit this, you will see a new menu entry in your English site. However, of course, this site does not exist yet, my new page. So it will, when a site does not, or a page does not exist, then it will just forward me or redirect me to the default page. The default page is also defined here under default page name 001 about, so it will just redirect me to 001 about. So now we have to go and create 007 minus new page, which we can do under content, pages, English, new file. Alright, now it should work. Right, this is a new page. Okay, that's what I want to show you today. And if you have any troubles with Guetzli, please just leave an issue. I would prefer it actually if you would use the GitHub Guetzli repository for your issues, but I will read the GitLab ones as well. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.